The stormy scene on Lake Superior brought breaking waves toward the old and abandoned lighthouse. The icy rain lashed against the stone walls. Inside, cobwebs clung to the dusty windows. The air hung heavy with the scent of dust and decay. Years of neglect had taken their toll on this forgotten relic. The lighthouse stood on a lonely point of land jutting into the endless expanse of Lake Superior. Its beacon, once a guiding light for sailors, had long since gone dark. Sheriff Tom Granger pulled his coat tighter against the chill. He and Reverend Sam Bennet had come to the lighthouse from their quiet resort town of Havenwood, tucked neatly into the Wisconsin northwoods. They were on a mission following a strange phone call. A raspy voice had whispered about a secret hidden within the old lighthouse building. Then the call had disconnected.
You sure about this, Tom?
We have to check it out, Sam. That call was strange, even for these parts.
The lighthouse seemed to watch them as they approached, its empty windows like vacant eyes. Tom felt a shiver run down his spine. He couldn't shake the feeling that something was watching them. Reverend Sam shivered, pulling his scarf tighter around his neck. Things were much warmer inside his cozy church in Havenwood, but the sheriff had asked for his help, and help he would provide.
It's colder inside,
he murmured, his breath misting in the frigid air. Tom nodded, his flashlight beam sweeping across the dust-covered floor.
Nobody's been here in years.
His voice echoing in the vast emptiness. They had searched the lower levels of the lighthouse, finding nothing but cobwebs and the ghostly echoes of the past. As they climbed the winding staircase to the tower, the wind howled around them, seeming to whisper secrets from the past.
Do you ever get used to this, Tom? The darkness, the unknown, and the mystery of it all?
Tom paused, his hand resting on the cold metal railing.
You learn to respect it, Sam, but you never get used to it. It's my job to follow up on a lead. Let's keep looking, Sam.
The tower room was small and circular. A single window looked out onto the raging storm. Lake Superior could be a vicious foe, and today was one of those days. In the center of the room stood a rusted table, its surface covered in dust and bird droppings. On the table lay a leather-bound journal. Reverend Sam blew the dust from the cover. The leather was dry and cracked, but the journal itself was surprisingly well preserved. He carefully opened it, his heart pounding with a sense of anticipation. The pages were filled with faded ink, the handwriting elegant and flowing.
A ship's log? Asked the Reverend.
It looks like it.
Tom replied, his eyes scanning the pages.
But it's written in some kind of code.
The entries were a jumble of letters and numbers, interspersed with nautical symbols and cryptic diagrams. Tom felt a surge of interest and wonder. This was more than just an old journal. It was a puzzle waiting to be solved. Section 4. The Captain's Secret. Tom and Sam spent hours poring over the journal. The storm raged outside, but inside the tower a different kind of storm was brewing. A storm of curiosity and intrigue. Here was a mystery that had been waiting for years to be solved.
Sam, in his younger years, training in the history of ancient languages, proved invaluable. Slowly they began to study the journal and decipher the code. The numbers, Sam exclaimed, his eyes bright with excitement. They correspond to the letters in the captain's name.
He pointed to a line in the journal. The North Star guides my path, but the heart of the storm holds my treasure.
The North Star, Tom murmured, his eyes narrowing in thought. There's a constellation carved into the fireplace downstairs.
They rushed back down to the main room. The carving, nearly invisible under years of grime, depicted the North Star and surrounding constellations. Tom traced his fingers along the grooves.
Each star represents a letter, Tom said, his voice hushed.
Section 5. A chest of memories. Following the coded message, they discovered a loose brick above the fireplace. It concealed a small keyhole. Tom's hand trembled slightly as he inserted the key he'd found in the upper room. The lock clicked open, revealing a small, dusty alcove hidden right next to the fireplace. Inside sat a wooden chest, old and worn. The chest was heavy, filled with the weight of years and secrets. Inside, they found a collection of personal effects, a tarnished compass, a silver locket containing a woman's portrait, and a stack of letters and papers bound with a red ribbon.
These are the captain's treasures, Sam said softly, his voice filled with understanding and reverence. There isn't gold or jewels in this lighthouse, but memories.
At the bottom of the chest, they found a smaller, leather-bound book. It was the captain's personal log, filled with his thoughts, dreams, and regrets. As they read his words, the captain's story unfolded before them, a tale of love, loss, pain, and redemption. Section 6. Lessons of the Lake. They left the lighthouse as dawn broke over Lake Superior. The storm had passed, leaving behind a sense of peace and tranquility. They both knew that on rare occasions, the cruel mistress called Lake Superior can transform herself into a place of calm. This was one of those moments. As they drove away, Tom glanced back at the old lighthouse. It seemed smaller now, less menacing.
The real treasure wasn't gold or jewels, Sam said, breaking the silence. It was the captain's story, his legacy and his life bound in stories from his heart.
Tom nodded, his gaze fixed on the road ahead. Sometimes the greatest riches are the ones we leave behind, he said quietly. Stories that we create each day with our thoughts, actions, and intentions. The ones that have the power to touch lives even after we're gone.
The old lighthouse had held its secrets for years. Now those secrets had been revealed, offering them a glimpse into the past and a reminder of the enduring power of the human spirit. Reverend Sam and Sheriff Tom both understood this was the reason they had settled in the northwoods in the sleepy village of Havenwood. Yes, there would always be mysteries to solve, but in the mysteries of life, they would always find connection and companionship. May you find insight, wisdom, and strength as you too uncover your mysteries and seek the positive outcomes in your life this day. Thanks for watching today's Cozy Mystery Story. If you want to be the first to know when my next video appears, please subscribe and hit the notification bell icon. Check out my website at cozymysterycreator.com and grab 2 free Cozy Mystery ebooks. Enjoy. Again, that site for your free ebooks is cozymysterycreator.com. Until next time, find your peace and relaxation in cozy mysteries. This is William, signing off.